Good morning. Man, it is kind of gorgeous outside. I'm Trooper Stevie, traffic safety expert. Thank you for joining us on News 6 Plus, YouTube, clickorlando.com, or wherever you're catching us on your streaming device. We are Trooper Steve on patrol live here in the Pine Hills community. We've been dedicating this week to the Pine Hills community, West Orange County, West Central Orange County, a very diverse area, a lot of small businesses, and we've been focusing on different things. The other day we were watching that stop sign out there. We've been looking for kind of in and out of different type of driving and things like that. But today we're focused on pedestrians and things like this, bicyclists right out in the middle of the road. Today I'm going to take a different approach. We're not going to issue any clowns, all right? No clowns today. Because pedestrian safety is really vital. And when someone makes a mistake as a pedestrian, whether you're in the right or you're wrong, you always lose. So it's going to be very, I might get a little upset about a few things, but we're going to talk about it. But example was that guy right there, against traffic, in a bicycle, on a bicycle, operating a bicycle, however you want to call it. Let's think how that makes sense. It makes it had me even go, whoa, hold on for a second, right? So that is what we're talking about, pedestrian safety, the jaywalking, things like that. Jaywalking is really not an official term. It was something used many, many moons ago. But it's like, when someone crosses an intersection where they shouldn't be kind of crossing. So just food for thought. I want you guys to think about this for a second. And I've said it a million times, and you've heard me even probably say it on the morning news. Here in Central Florida, Orange County specifically, we are number one in the country for vehicle crashes involving pedestrians. That's not something to be overly proud of. Yeah, we made the list, but people are dying, and it's all 100% avoidable. So what we're going to do is kind of drive around the Pine Hills community, show some of the things that some of the obstacles and challenges you guys are facing out here when it comes to pedestrian travel, because they're trying to actually improve some of the roads out here. But with the improvement of the roads, you guys are limited to where you can travel. Now, I'm going to say a few things along the way, and you may be like, are you kidding me? But there are very specific rules to commuting safely so that you don't get whopped by a car, so that traffic moves properly, so that you have the right-of-way when the traffic laws say you have the right-of-way. But in order for these things to be successful, you have to follow the rules. And so many people are like, well, they need to enhance this. Look, you could put every rule book in the Florida statute laws, and if people aren't going to obey them, then you can only do so much. Then their enforcement needs to happen. Then, yeah, pedestrians should be cited if not doing things properly. But you need to provide the proper infrastructure and education first, right? You need to get out there, and you want to promote this kind of stuff. Some of the crashes I have seen within my time, my gosh, I never thought on impact a pedestrian could lose their shoes. And yes, most crashes, about 20 mile an hour or more, if a pedestrian's impacted, their shoes are going to come off. And that just shows the brute force of a pedestrian style crash. This is not something I joke about. It's not something that you should be taking lightly, because this stuff happens all the time. So we are now eastbound on State Road 50 out here. We're on West Colonial Drive at Kirkman. We are what I would like to call maybe the pinpoint center of what the maps call Pine Hills. Right here at the intersection of it. Very busy area. If you head south here on Kirkman, it will take you into the Metro West community. And then you can continue down towards, of course, the attractions where it turns from unincorporated Orange County into the city of Orlando. But this area is booming with pedestrians. It does have a lot of mid-level family income in this area, so there's a lot of people that do commute via walking and things like that. So gotta be careful. Sorry, I saw some police activity off to my right. I wanted to make sure everything was good. So we're gonna make a left up here because I want to go through some of the construction areas to show you what this community is currently facing when it comes to the challenges of being a pedestrian. Now, this is not an excuse because look, as we're out here, there's sidewalks on the right, sidewalks on the left. At every major intersection, there is some type of crosswalk. But we're gonna make a left here on Pine Hills Road, and we'll head north along Pine Hills Road from State Road 50. And you're gonna see exactly what I'm talking about almost instantly, so just be careful. Whoa there, buddy. Whoa, man, pucker effect, I tell you guys what. All right, so let's look around. There's a lot of new things being put in here. This right here, a brand new pedestrian with lighting crosswalk being installed mid-block. That's always good, not even at an intersection. But what is hindered right now, there's a lot of construction on said sidewalk where, say, that bicyclist is currently commuting. But what they are doing is placing new crosswalks out here, mid-block crosswalks. And you heard me probably say that a few times and maybe sounded a little excited. But that allows commuters, pedestrians, not to have to go all the way up here to the intersection. And it makes it a little bit more convenient for them so that they're crossing in a location that they're going to cross already, but now there's a place to do it. So you have an intersection here, right? And then a little further down, even another one. Mid-block crosswalk specifically for pedestrians. I love it. But within this now, we do have a lot of construction. So with that comes limited crosswalks and visibility. You have still debris out here on the side of the road like you see on the right there. You have construction, large equipment, you have barrels, dust, dirt, debris, things like that. So as you're out here, you have to be careful. Look at this. As we're going northbound here, right shoulder, still large amounts of debris just blocking the sidewalk. They even installed these metal barriers in the median out here to my left and to the left of your screen, basically stopping pedestrians from crossing mid-centers. There are a lot of child daycare out here. Let's see if this camera, now that camera's not working too good, but you could see kind of what I was talking about. Sorry, man, that camera's horrible. So you just need to make sure you're abiding by the rules. Can a pedestrian receive a ticket? Yes, a pedestrian can receive a citation for failing to abide by any type of right-of-way or crossing mid-block. Is it a lawful stop to stop somebody who has crossed the roadway? Yes. A lot of people think, oh, well, they're just giving me a hard time. Well, that's how you find bigger and better fish, but at the same day, it is a justifiable stop if someone crosses mid-block and does not use the crosswalk. But it's for your safety. I just love the fact that all these mid-block crosswalks are coming here. And you can see there are crews out here actively working both during the daytime and the nighttime. There's crews right there underneath that traffic light out here actively working, getting these pedestrian things up and going. But look what time it is. It is 10:10 in the morning. And this area is kind of booming. There's people all over the place. All sorts of different types of construction. Usually we deal with just a lot of nighttime construction, but this is a very, very serious daytime project. Law enforcement presence within it, but it's just for warning and to make sure that the construction site is safe. Florida Fish and Wildlife work in that detail. Some lane closures out here as well. So, things you should just know, but things I'm going to say anyway. When you're traveling at night, you want bright clothing. I'll never understand people who are wearing big hoodies and things like that. Walking on the shoulder never made any sense to me when there's a perfectly good sidewalk. You want to make sure if you're on your bicycle, you're not going against traffic. You want to flow with traffic. If you're a bicyclist and on the sidewalk, you are yielding to pedestrians. Pedestrians have the right of way. Yes, most of the time it's the other way around. A pedestrian will be kind because you're riding this contraption, but like this here, this makes no sense to me. No sense. Why are you there when there's a perfectly good sidewalk? That makes no sense to me. And then they continue to do it. But when someone's side view mirror goes by and says good morning, then people are going to be like, oh my gosh, cars. No. Common sense. Clean sidewalk there for you. Right on the side. Walk on the sidewalk, please. One slip on her flip-flops and she would have been in the roadway. Makes no sense. But that's what I mean. This is the kind of stuff I get worked up about because I have seen the nastiest things in anyone's life, and it's all preventable. People, if you are 5 to 10 feet away from an active roadway, even if you trip, the chances are going to be very limited that you're going to end up in the roadway. All right, and that exhaust is loud. But you want to make sure you're wearing bright clothing, even during the daytime. If you're walking around and stuff like that, and you're on a bicycle, have some extra lighting on you, especially in a community that has the problems. I've worked countless crashes out in this area, and it's all avoidable. You need to be loud about it. Don't be the ones that are just sitting there, man, I wish my community would be better. Hop on social media. Be the squeaky wheel. Promote pedestrian safety. I genuinely mean that. Promote traffic safety. That car up there is so distracting, it sounds like gunshots going on. I'm actually going to get away from it because it's messing with my audio. We'll pull here into the gas station and reroute ourselves a little bit. Make sure I don't crash into anything here. There we go. Alright, excuse me. Sorry guys, my car was just stopped there. And then, even in the parking lots, I don't know what it is, but within this community there are a lot of plazas, different types of plazas within our area, and walking in between cars is also extremely dangerous. You want to make sure when crossing a private driveway you're always looking. Some of you might be like, Steve, really? No, this is why I'm talking about it, because it happens every single day. So we want to make sure that speed bump was like Mount Everest. We want to make sure that we're aware of stuff like this. If we have the problem in our community, we should be talking about that problem till it's gone, and then talk about it some more so it doesn't come back. And right now, Pine Hills does have a crash problem. Two types of crashes. One, hit and run crashes, and vehicle versus pedestrians. Not something to be excited about, especially when you have a thriving community like this. There are so many nice portions out in this area that are residential that deserve the same pedestrian safety as anywhere else within Orange County. So next Tuesday, me and the team, I'm going to come out for this one. I try to get out to most hit the road. This one, I am going to come out. We're going to be at the Boys and Girls Club in Pine Hills. Now, this is not going to be one of our normal ones, but it is still going to be packed with all the talent there, talking about all the stories we just got done doing this week here in the Pine Hills area. All our segments will be featured there. Some of the talent will be there. So if you want to swing by, say hi. We'll have a tent outside. Our broadcast is not open to the public, unfortunately, just because, you know, that Hurricane Milton really messed up a lot for us. But you want to make sure that you're out there, you're paying attention, and you're always just super cautious about everything. This car, I told you I wasn't going to issue a clown, but this car is like, oh, now you want to back off. Now you want to back off. Sorry guys, I get a little distracted when I get rude drivers coming up behind me. Actually, I'm going to avoid this guy, and we're going to go this way. So, this is a wrap for today. It's Friday. Come on out, and the car follows me. Come on out tomorrow to downtown Orlando for the Orlando Veterans Parade. Myself and morning anchor and your News 6 insider, Crystal Moyer, will be live anchoring it from the streets. If you want to know pinpoint location where we will be, I posted it on my Facebook at Trooper Steve, and you can find that. But I'm going to cut this one nice and smooth, guys. I don't want to drive it home too hard to the point where I'm coming across like rude, because it's just reminding everybody of the basics. They are doing things in Pine Hills that people have asked for. It is happening when it comes to the upgrades. I'm really excited about that, to see that kind of acceleration in pedestrian safety, because you guys definitely need it. So I hope you guys have an amazing weekend. Hope a happy Veterans Day. If you have a veteran in your life, please wish them a happy Veterans Day. And I'll talk to you guys later as this car continues to follow me. See you guys.